Hey everybody, it's Jules from PH360, and I am the VP of Experience for PH360. That involves everything about people, about connecting with other members, about coming together. And so I create gatherings all year long. That's what I'm doing. And this year upcoming is going to be amazing because we're going to be all about community. And that means we're going to be out in the world, and you're going to get chances to meet us all around the world. And we would love to come wherever you are, so be sure and send us a note and let us know where you are, and we will come there and meet you and come and talk to people around you. And we're just really excited about building community because we're building a global community, and you guys are part of it. In fact, you're not just a part of it, you're the foundation of our global community. And sometimes we probably don't think about that, being the foundation of something that's that important out in the world, that you're really making a difference for people all around the world, just by being here, just by being you, and every little contribution makes a difference. There is no contribution that's too small. So thank you for being here. I acknowledge you for taking time out of your Saturday or Sunday, depending on where you are in the world. We have somebody calling all the way from New Zealand. And, some people had to get up really early and some people had to stay up really late. And I just acknowledge you for being committed to who you are, to what you're up to, and for really making a transformation this year. I don't know if you guys really know what this is called, but the name's been evolving. First, it started out in ShapeFest as year-long transformation. You guys who joined during ShapeFest, you're probably like, oh yeah, I remember that. Jules said, oh, year-long transformation. And we signed up for it. We didn't even know what it was. And it's been all this time. We had no idea what was going to happen. Well, now here it is, right? And I'm so glad that I waited until now to do this, because I've had so many incredible exponential growth experiences in the last quarter of last year that this is the time to start. And I am just really happy to be here. So, and then some of you will be listening to this and you won't have joined during ShapeFest and you'll be wondering about it. And as we go through what we're up to, this is the orientation for the year. I really want you to think about what this could be for you. I mean, that's what all of us are doing here. This is a program that is unlike most programs that you sign up for. This is not someone teaching you things, although we will learn things. And it isn't just one person talking. It's all of us collaborating together and being there as a team for us to, are you guys ready for this? Have it all. I mean, really, what if in your life you could really have it all? Have it all in all the important areas to you. Not just the areas that you think you can have it or the areas that you've had it before, but even the areas that you haven't really had it the way you wanted it and you kind of pushed it aside and you kind of thought, oh, well, maybe I'm just not the right person for that, or maybe I can't have that because maybe I'm just too old now, or maybe I'm not as beautiful as I used to be, or maybe I'm not as strong as I used to be, or maybe I can't get around the way I used to. And you kind of pushed it aside and thought, well, maybe that's not for me. Well, this is the year for you to explore this and to create your version of having it all. This is having it all, the year-long, whole life transformational experience, okay? So I'm super excited about it, as you can tell, right? And what this is going to take is, this isn't going to be like other things where you just watch it and then you go away. This is going to require some commitment. Because if you really want to make a shift in your life, if you really want to have it all, then it's going to require you doing something new that you haven't done in the past, right? I mean, and it's not going to be that hard because, well, that's not true. Sometimes it is going to be hard, to be honest with you. It won't be easy. But what's awesome is that we'll be here for you as a group, and that you're going to have support, and that you are going to be in a place where you are going to be able to access parts of you that you haven't accessed in the past. Literally. Places you didn't even know that you were. And part of the reason why we can do that is because we have PH360. And PH360 shares secrets about us that we didn't know we had. And so that's the kind of magic we're going to be experiencing this year. And during this particular orientation, we're going to learn how it works. We're going to learn what you'll need to succeed and why these steps are so important. Like, why are we doing all of this? And I have a couple of suggestions for success as we go along. These are really important, and I want everybody to really, like, these are two things that are super important, and without them, literally, it would be crazy to spend your whole year doing this with us. One is that you're going to get a journal, and not just any journal, not just a stupid journal or one you've already written in. You're going to go out and you're going to buy a beautiful journal, one you love, and you're going to make it yours. Like, every single one of us is this, and as we go along, you're going to really get to see this more and more and more. And for anybody who's ever been in a course or gone on a retreat, you've had the experience of being able to really, like, see, discover, and really love how different every single person is. And as you join this particular class today, the orientation, I want you to be able to mute yourself, mute on and off. Somebody's off mute right now. And so just look and find your mute button and mute yourself, okay? And so we're gonna make this journal our own, and that would mean that you might find magazine pictures that you love, and you'll cut them out and you'll paste it in your journal, or maybe you'll draw pictures in your journal. Like, I have a journal that's entirely pictures. Pictures, sometimes when I draw them, I don't even know what they mean. Like, I'll draw a picture and I'll be wondering, like, wow, what is that? What does that mean? And then sometime in the next few days, I'll discover what that picture actually means and why did I draw it. And it's so magical. It's amazing. So this journal is like your life that you're going to be creating this year. Not the life you've had, but the life that you are, the life that you be, the life that you desire, the one that you have thought about and dreamt about and that didn't maybe know quite how to achieve until now. That's the life that you're going to have. And it's not one that you know, because if you knew it, you might be doing it. But you don't know, because we're going to discover all these things along the way. It's a magical journey, and we're going to discover it. Now, the second thing you're going to really need that is so important is you're going to have an open mind and an open heart. And, like, not just open mind and heart, but like expansive. Like, we're going to expand our minds. Like, we're going to go places that we haven't been before, per se. And because in order to get what we really, really want in our lives, we have to be really honest about where we are right now. Like, we can't sugarcoat it or think like, oh, well, I can't have that, or I can't be that. Like, right now, we're going to, like, look at where we are over the next couple of weeks. Where are we? What's this place that we're starting from? In order to get anywhere in the world, you could know where you want to go, but if you don't know where you are, there's no way to get there, because you can't chart the course. And that's what we're going to be doing as we go along this year. We're going to be charting the course. And, like, we're going to expand our mind to actually what's possible. Like, a possible that we didn't know was possible before. If you don't believe it's possible, it won't be, for sure. But over the course of this time, if you will allow your mind and your heart to be open, you're going to hear messages and you're going to hear callings that you might not have heard before. And you're going to remember things. And they are going to be your little invitations to you. These are all invitations to you. So we're going to be doing lots of shifting, and change is, sometimes it's incredible, and sometimes, well, it's not so incredible. Like, some people it's easier, and some people it's not. Like me, all day long, let's change, let's have some change. And for some of you guys, you're going to be like, oh my God, change. I mean, it's going to be different, right? And there's nothing wrong with any of that. We are all totally unique, and the way that we approach everything is the way we approach it. So some people will, like, launch fast. Some people, it'll be a slower launch. It'll be like, just the way people wake up in the morning. Like, I wake up, I'm out of bed, I'm like, waking up and I'm totally game. Let's do it. Like if someone is in the bed with me, which would be so awesome. That's one of the things that I am totally game for this year in 2017. Like, let's just say that person's next to me and I'm like, good morning. I mean, like, I'm totally excited when I wake up. Well, what if they're not? Like, we have to be aware of these things for each other, right? And those are the kinds of things that you learn in courses, or you can watch the videos that are on P360's YouTube site and learn about all of these things. When you learn, I think the most fascinating thing about attending a course, and what you guys are going to get here also, is that you're going to learn things about other people, like people in your life. And you're going to be able to interact with people on a whole new level and have an appreciation for people in a way that, like, before it was just freaking annoying. I mean, what? Why do they think that way? Why are they so different than me? And now you're going to appreciate that. And all of you people who have been to courses already, hi, Mandy. Oh, I just saw you. All of you guys that have been to courses, shake your head. I mean, like, what I'm saying is really true. I mean, you learn a new appreciation for people. I mean, people have started liking their husbands after they came to a course. It's magical. I mean, it's pretty fun. Okay. So, and we're going to be orienting in a direction, okay? So, like, we're taking this journey, right? And we're going to be orienting in a direction. And the direction we're orienting is not what's wrong with us or what needs to be fixed about us. We're going to be orienting toward happiness, toward being happy, toward what makes us happy, toward what makes us light up, toward what gives us this beingness, a beingness that when we be that, when we have this beingness, that when we go out in the world, we naturally attract, we naturally magnetize, we naturally are interacting with people on a different level. And people around us, it's going to seem like they changed, when all it was is a choice that we made and that we put in. Oh, Mandy can't hear. Oh, Mandy, there, it's your computer. It's your computer, Mandy. Can somebody type to Mandy and help her below? One of you guys just go down in the chat box and just, like, give her some ideas on what she could do in order to hear us. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be orienting toward happiness. Now, how many of you guys feel like right now your life is absolutely as fulfilled as it could ever be in every important area to you? Is there anybody here who has that? I mean, I'm so happy you're here if you are. I mean, that would be awesome, right? But most of us have, like, some areas that maybe they're just a little off, or maybe they're a lot off. Whatever it is, it's great. I mean, seriously fantastic. Because what being open for this year, we're going to be open to change. And not as in changing us, but that, because we're not going to focus on changing us. We're going to focus on what we really want and who we really want to be in the world. That's what we're focusing on. But change is going to happen. And sometimes when change happens, like our little mind, the part that's like all the past, everything that we've, been in the past, the way it's always been, like that little part of us says, no, don't do that. Okay, and it's like trying to stop us. And it stops us in all these crazy ways. Like, it stops us by making us crabby, stops by making us not sleep right, stops by, like, oh, I just ate a whole bag of chips. Oh my God, like that kind of stuff. And so there's all these different things that are going to be, like, when you're changing, like, you will have some of those little things come up. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, when you see something crazy happen, like you want to eat a whole bag of chips, that's a celebration. And you got to come and share it in our group so that we all can just, like, totally cheer you for noticing that you wanted to eat an entire bag of chips, or whatever it is, or when you snap at somebody, or it's just crazy stuff will happen, and it's okay. And it, like I said before, it is going to be easier for some and less easy for some, but we're all going to have this community, our team of people that are going through some having it all year long, whole life transformation with us. And so that is your most valuable resource as we go along. All right. Awesome. Okay. So what do you guys think? What I'd like to do is I'd like to start with a meditation, if that's all right with you guys. And we're going to close our eyes, and let's close our eyes, and we're just going to connect with each other, with our group, and what's most important. And so just follow along, and we're going to go on a little journey. So just taking a deep breath wherever you are, just like take a deep breath in. If you're driving a car, do not close your eyes and take a deep breath. You can do this meditation later. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. And we're going to do 3 more breaths where we take a deep breath in, one you can hear, and exhale twice as long as your inhale. One more. Just start to feel every part of your body relaxing. You can feel your head is relaxing, your jaw is relaxing, and your cheeks are just letting go. There's nothing to hang on to. There's nothing about being right. It's all just the way it is. Letting it go. Relaxing the little creases around your eyes. Feeling your neck just relax. Now your shoulders are beginning to drop. You can feel the relaxing in your arms. Just feel it like going through your body like this warm liquid. Just going through your body and see what color it is. See if you can help it along a little without trying, just by opening. You don't have to try to move it around or push it. All you have to do is open the spaces and open the doors. Let it into little areas where it hasn't been lately. It's this beautiful color of light that's going through your body. Yep. And now feeling it going down through your trunk. As it moves down through your trunk, and you can feel it like just filling all of your organs, this beautiful color of light. It may change in the middle or it may stay the same. It's just going down now through all of your organs. It's lighting up your heart. It's going to your spleen, to your diaphragm, now your lungs. Remember to keep breathing and letting your breath just be natural and beautiful and big. And just feeling it just swirling and going now down through your pelvic area, lighting up your liver, your kidneys. You can feel all your bones being lit up in your spine and your muscles, your ligaments, everything. Just relaxing as this beautiful light moves down through your legs, all the way down. Just see it slowly moving all the way down to your feet. And now sharing this beautiful energy of everything that you are with the earth and with everyone that exists on the earth. Just feel it going down now into the earth, connecting all the way down into the center of the earth. Knowing that this is our home, and it's all of our home, and there's only really one here for everybody. Now letting your energy, filling it now that you've brought all that, bring it back up and feel your aura around you, this energy field that exists around your body at all times, that sometimes we can see and sometimes we can't, and that's okay. Feel your aura just expanding now, and expanding and touching the table that you're sitting next to, or your lamp, maybe the floor and the carpet. Maybe there's someone else in the house and it's just expanding out. You can feel yourself touching everyone in your house and everything in your house. And start to feel the energy that's coming back to you as you expand your aura, because this energy that you're vibrating is vibrating everything that's around you. Even the table, your computer, whatever is around you, it's all vibrating with energy. Just feel yourself as you expand your aura out now. And now just expand it down your street, down to the people that are in your neighborhood, and just see it like spreading, just like it spread through your body. Now see this color and this beautiful light spreading all around to all of the people that are around you. Now spreading it out to your city, like all the way to the edges. And if you need to, take a breath and let it go again. And feel when you let it go that it just moves on its own. You don't have to make it do anything. And let it going out to the city, and now out further, out beyond where your city is, and see it just expanding. Like you can see this map of the country you live in, and you can just see it expanding all over the country, and start to see the little pinpoints of light. You don't know exactly where people are from that are on this call, but start seeing the pinpoints of light around the world that are connecting, like that we are all together as this team connecting with each other as we reach our auras out further and further and further. And now feel yourself above the world. Like see that, and look around the world that you can see now, and imagine that each one of us are these like earth angels, and that we're all around the world. And we are all seeing and spreading this light, this beautiful magic of rainbow light from all of our uniqueness, mixing together and creating this energy for the world. And as you lift your hands out, imagine that your energy literally can touch the people that are all around the world. Right now, all of us are in this circle around the world. And let your hands go out and literally allow yourself to imagine and feel the energy from everyone who's here with us right now. Just taking a breath, letting yourself just, even if you don't see anything, let yourself feel it. Whatever you feel, and if you feel nothing, it's okay. You're still here. You're still here, and you're still contributing, and you are part of what we're creating right now. And now just feel yourself floating a little. That this energy is holding you. That you don't have to do anything in order to be here, in order to be something or do something or have something. And that it is cradling you right now, the energy that's all around us, that's in every cell, and that's in the air we breathe, and in the water we drink, and in every person who you look into their eyes. That same energy exists in everyone. Now imagine that you see before you this special place. And if you don't see anything, it's okay. What color is it? Is it dark? Is it light? What is it? And dark is just as beautiful as light. And allow yourself to walk forward in this space. Whatever it is, it could be a field, a meadow, a beach. Whatever is your like special place that you love to go. And let yourself be in that. Maybe you can hear it. Maybe you can't see it, but you can hear the ocean waves, or you hear the birds chirping, or you can hear some beautiful wind chimes. Maybe it's just completely silent. And let yourself just feel where you are now, this beautiful place. And each of you allow yourself to know, to have a knowing, to have either a hearing or to have something you see, but something that indicates to you who you really are, like what you're really made of, and what you're really all about, and what's really most important to you. There may be someone there who gives you something, or a little animal who shares something with you. There may be a rock that you see and you pick it up and look at it and the message is there. You may just hear it. You may see swirls of energy and color. Whatever you see is your message. And the messages are not long and drawn out. They're simple, they're fast. It's the first thing you heard. And even if you think you didn't hear anything, if you did hear something, what would it be? This is who you are. This is what you bring to the earth. This is why you're here. And now we're going to bring all this energy, everything that we've created, everything that we've felt, everything that we've known, everything that we've seen, everything that we've touched, and everything that we've heard. And we're going to bring it back to us now, reaching your arms out, and just bring your energy back as if you are receiving, not as if you are controlling it. But open your arms and allow that energy now just to pour back to you. Everything that you are and everything that you're not, just coming back to you now from around the world as you're letting go of the people that are here, letting go of the scene that you saw, letting go of whatever you think you heard or didn't hear, and just allowing all of that to come back to you now. And just be present, bringing your aura back until you're just sitting wherever you're sitting, or standing wherever you're standing. And being present in the here that we all are. This here, the only here there is, the here that we are all part of, out here with one another. And open your eyes. Wow, you guys, such power in our group. Okay, so what I would love to do now is I wanted to have a chance for everyone to share a little something. So what I'd love is I'd like each one of you to unmute yourself and that you're going to share. You can unmute yourself, and if it's quiet where you are, you can just leave yourself unmuted. That's fine. But if it's not quiet, leave yourself muted till it's your turn. And we're going to go around and we're going to share who you are, what's your name, like what do people call you in the world, and what should we call you? If you want to invent a new name, you're welcome to. But say your name, where you're from in the world, where you currently live, and what it is. Like, I shared the word for PH360, which was community for this year, and that's the word. And my word for this year is magic. And the reason why I chose magic is because I am love. I know that. And I am all these other things. But what I really want to create in the world right now is I want to create magic. Magic as in, I didn't have to make it happen, it's happening. Magic as in, I can think something and it appears. And that there's magic in my relationships and everywhere, and magic for the people that I come in contact with, not just for me. So that's why magic is my word. So you can share whatever you'd like to share from the meditation we just did. You can share something you're afraid of if you want to. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you want to share your word or the possibility that you are, I'm the possibility of magic everywhere. And that's what I live with every day. And when something's happening in my life, I look and I say, hey, am I operating from something old that I'm letting go of right now? Or am I operating from my possibility that I am magic? And so that's what I'm like looking at everything now. Every time I'm like bumbling into something. So, all right, so you guys can unmute. We're going to do a short share. It's not going to be terribly long, probably like less than 2 minutes total for each person. So who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Awesome. Mandy, you can hear us. Yay.
Yes, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm from Australia, from the Central Coast in New South Wales. And I just want to say how thrilled I am, Jules. I've been true to the cause. I can't believe how good I feel thanks to PH360. I've lost 10 kilos in an incredible space, and my word is an expression of love.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so awesome, Mandy. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, who wants to go next?
Can you hear me?
Hi, Happy.
Hi. My name is Afsheen. Everybody calls me either Af or Affy. I'm in New York, and my word for this year is passion. I really want to finally follow my passion, live my dreams, and encourage everybody who's around me to do the same.
Awesome. That's great. You guys just unmute yourselves after someone finishes, and then we'll move on to the next person.
This is Heather. I can go. I'm in Virginia, and I am planning to move this year, actually in the first half of the year, from the East Coast of the United States to Arizona, hopefully. And one of the main reasons is because I need to be in a dry climate, and I found that out from pH 360. So I'm really excited about change in my health, in physical and mental and spiritual, by relocating to a better environment for my biotype.
Awesome. Thank you, Heather.
I can go next.
Angela.
Hi, I'm Angela, and I live in St. Paul, Minnesota, where it is very cold and snowy. I have actually chosen a word for this year. I've never done that before, but my word is present. I want to try to be more mindful and present in my everyday decisions with the people I'm with and the things that I'm doing.
Awesome. We're going to get a lot of that with what we're doing in our year-long transformation. We're going to be here. That's good. Awesome. Woo! Who's next?
I'll go. Hi, I'm Nairi. I'm from Montreal, and it's also cold here. My sort of goal for this year is to manifest good health and emotional freedom.
Awesome. That's great. Great.
My name is Julie, and I live in upstate New York. I have a daughter in Australia and a son in Minneapolis. I was just in Minneapolis just a couple of weeks ago, and it is cold. I am very healthy, and I am looking to move my dial up even further in the green, whatever you call that thing. And I have a lot of questions and issues, so I'm hoping that this group will help me in resolving that.
That's awesome, Julie. You are in the right place. You know how you know?
How do I know?
Because you're here. That's why. I'm serious. Awesome. Okay, who's next?
Well, I'll go. My name is Carol, and I live in Costa Mesa, California, which is southern Orange County, California. And let's see, what else? I'm looking forward to the program and just exploring more in depth about the different aspects of pH 360. I've taken, listened to the workshops and taken a training course before. So I'm just adding to that and to get a better understanding. And I think my word for this year is kind of continuation of last year, which is trust.
That's awesome, Carol. So happy you're here too. Okay,
I'll go next. Hi, I'm Christine. I live in New Zealand. I love pH 360. I have done the coaching course and I'm in the middle of sort of learning more about that. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to learn from this or why I signed up for it, because I sign up to everything on pH 360, which is cool. You learn something new from everything we do. I suppose my word for this year is wisdom, because I think we all have this innate wisdom within us and we just don't listen enough, and that's what I want to do. Thanks.
Great, Christine. So happy you're here.
I'll go.
Who's going?
I'll go next. It's Catherine.
Oh, hi, Catherine. Good.
Hey. So I pondered this word because I usually like to take longer to think about it, but I realized that this year the word that I came up with and I decided to stay with is the word is, I-S. Power is, attitude is, I is. So it's like it's all here already, and I'm embodying the positive sense of the higher self, and it's already here. Just it is, and I'm here.
Wonderful. I like that. Woohoo! All right.
Okay, I'll go next. It's Judy. My home is in Ontario, but I spend the winter in British Columbia. I'm skiing in the mountains at Silver Star. And in the meditation, the first word that came up was peace. And then towards the end, joy came up. And I would really like to work towards feeling and expressing more joy in my life this year.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Judy.
Okay, I'm ready. Joan.
Hello, Joan.
I am Joan. I live in the central part of the United States in Illinois. And we are in the middle of a big ice storm right now. And ice is forming on all the trees around. So I'm happy to be inside. The word that I've chosen is the word now, because that is when I need to be all the time. Right now, I'm with this group of people, or I'm out there cleaning off the ice from the car, or where I am now. That's where I'll be at peace, and that's where I'll be at the best comfort.
Beautiful, Joan. Thank you. Happy you're here. Who's next?
Hello.
Hi, Olivia.
Hi, I'm Olivia, and I live in Monterey, California. And I haven't had much time to think about a word, but I first thought of the word of re-emerging. And I'm thinking of that in sense of mind, spirit, and body, and hoping to collaborate with PH 360 and have a very healthful year.
Awesome. Thank you, Olivia.
Hi. Hi, my name is Maria.
Hi, Maria.
Hi.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Totally good.
Yeah. All right. So I used to live in Ontario. I was a neighbor of Judy's. And I moved to British Columbia. I live in Surrey, British Columbia. I am currently on holidays in the Caribbean in St. Martin, just finishing the first of 3 weeks. I'm very lucky to be in the warmth. I send it all to you. I didn't get a word, but for me, I think what I'd like to focus on this year is good health and vitality. Become aware that I have a bit of a circulation issue, and I've been able to connect with somebody who's working on that. And I am open to possibility of vibrant energy and awesome health.
That's great, Maria. Thank you. Lindy or Diane or Sheila, who wants to go next?
Hi, I'm Sheila, and I live in Oregon, and it's very cold unusually here, and my word for this year is discovery.
That's a good one. Sheila, you're in Oregon. Me too. There's like people sledding down my street in front of the what the heck? Yeah, it's pretty fun. That's great. Welcome, and so happy you're here. Who else is here now? Lindy, Diane, I think we haven't talked to you guys yet. Are you guys trying to figure out your audio? Wait, here, oh, I know. Let me unmute you. Wouldn't that help? Unmute audio for Diane, you're off mute. Can you talk? Diane? All right. Well, you guys, you know, I figure that we're going to have a little learning curve because we're all going to be learning a little bit about all of the technology that we're going to be using because we have a global group. I mean, you just heard from people that are all over the United States, Canada, even in New Zealand, and there are people that are in this group that aren't on this call right now that are from all over Europe, that are from South Africa, that are in Asia. There's a lot of people. And so it's going to be a really fun and exciting year that we've got planned together. And so by the end of the year, basically what we're going to be doing over the course of this year is by the end of the year, you are going to be living this vision that you've created for yourself, the vision of you, who you are. And that vision is what your extraordinary life is all about. And it's going to be in every important area to you. We're going to have a chance to go through that this whole entire year. And like I said before, what it's going to take is it's going to take commitment. Like you're going to have to be committed to many things. One is we're going to have to look deeply at like what having it all for you means. Like we're going to be looking at that and we're going to be inquiring about that. And we're going to be like, what does it look like for you? And what would be required for you to actually have it all? Like what's required for that? And it's going to be a different answer for each one of you. And that's great too. And so during the course of this year, you guys can go ahead and mute yourselves again if you want. Feel free to mute yourselves. During this year, you are going to learn secrets about you, secrets about who you are. You're going to learn them from PH360, and you're going to learn them from each other. And you're going to learn them from interactions that you have in life that are going to stem from who you're being in the world that's just a little different. So you're going to learn those secrets. You're going to learn, like we're going to be learning best practices, like how to best, like what are the best practices for being that, and you know, for wrangling in your mind, for getting a handle on, you know, like what's going on in your life and being able to just let that go. Like what's the best way to let that go and to bring all of your attention to what's possible for you, to the words that you created, for the life that you want to live, and that it becomes a reality for you in your everyday life, that it's present in your life. And we're going to learn how to eliminate some obstacles because sometimes there are obstacles in our way. And every month we have a couple of weeks that are going to be about letting things go. And then we're going to have a couple of weeks that are all about bringing it on. Like, do you guys like that word, bringing it on? I mean, I like it. So, and the way we're going to do this isn't, like I said, this isn't like something you can listen to. I'm asking you to really commit to this program, that you're going to commit your time, you're going to commit to being here. We're going to have them at all different times, so all time zones will have the opportunity to be here at their time. And we're going to be sharing powerful experiences, like powerful experiences together. We're going to be sharing powerful experiences in our life. You're going to be asked to look at things in your life, and you're going to put them into your journal, and you're going to have like, it is going to be a story of you by the time that we get to the end of the year. And you'll be able to look back and see like where you came from. I mean, it's going to be awesome. Is everybody here in agreement that you'll get a journal? If you're in agreement, I want you to say yes. You don't have to unmute and say yes, but just, you know, say yes. Put your thumb up. Like, let's really agree that we're going to like go for it this year. That we're not just going to have this be another silly course that we signed up for, and then, oh, you know, gosh, the replays are piling up. This is not that course. This is a course where you'll spend 2 hours a month and, you know, somewhere between 5 and 15 minutes a day. And your life will transform. Would that be worth it? A couple hours a month and 15 minutes or less a day? Would that be worth it for you? Like sometimes you'll feel like even that's too much. And when you feel like that, you have to reach out, because that's why we're here. We're here together as a group. Like that's why we're not doing this alone. It's easy for me to coach someone through this when we're just the two of us. I mean, I'm on their butt and saying, go, 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 you know, and really getting clear about what's going on. I mean, we're here for each other. We're going to be like, this is going to be exponentially powerful to do together. But the only way that it will work is if you have, this is like a self-generating program. Nobody's going to come after you and look for you. Although I might do that once or twice. But in general, you are going to have to like bring it on. And so we're going to be bringing it on for a couple weeks a month, and we're going to be letting stuff go the other couple weeks a month. Okay. So I want you guys to, you can unmute yourself, and I'm going to say something, and then I want you guys to like call out what you think. Okay. Excellence in every area of your life. If you want to have excellence in every area of your life, it only comes down to one thing. What is it?
You.
Guys have an idea?
You.
Well, yes, you. Yeah, true. Yeah, for sure. That's the component. Yes. But it comes down to like one thing happening in your life. What do you think that is?
Action.
Action. Yeah.
Dedication.
Dedication. Mm-hmm.
Change.
What?
Intention.
Oops.
It's okay. Keep talking.
Attitude,
Desire.
passion.
Yes, those are all so important, right? If we had all those things, it'd be great. And without this one thing, nothing will happen.
Commitment.
Love.
Faith.
It's all good. Okay, now, pulling that all together, everything that you guys have been talking about, like we're going to pull it all together now. We're going to pull it. It's like love, it's actions, it's like commitment, it's like dedication, it's like, okay, now we're bringing it all together, and it is your key to excellence, your key to the excellent life, the extraordinary life that you have possible for you.
Faith.
Faith is part of it too. Yeah. The excellence that it all boils down to is that you make little decisions all day long. Little tiny decisions. Choices that you make. And those tiny little choices are the difference between excellence and where it is. That's it. There isn't any magical formula. It is just tiny choices, because those big decisions you make in your life, the big choices, those happen once in a while and they're important, but it's not the same as every little choice you make all day long. So what is it that's going to inspire you to make those choices that you're going to be making on a daily basis? Because every day you'll be confronted with what you've been doing. You'll be confronted with who people have told you that you are. You'll be confronted with what you've always done. You'll be confronted with an easy road or something sweet or even something salty, whatever it is. You'll be confronted with these things every single day that are off track from excellent life. Excellent life is this way, and old, crappy, whatever is that way, right? Okay, so it's like, okay, so what is it that's going to make the difference for you there, right? When you're standing in that crossroads, what do you need in order to like choose? Because if you chose everything the way that you knew was best for you, where would you be right now? I mean, like we'd be way over here on this side, right? And so what we have got to get really, really good at is making little tiny choices every day. Little tiny choices of love for ourselves, little tiny choices of that instill our commitment, that live true to our word and to who we are being, the possibility of, versus the old way of being, whatever that is for you, right? And so that's going to be things. We're going to explore that more. We're going to jump in. This is just like a little taster of everything. I'm going to be sending you, for all of you diplomats and awesome people, and you guys will all get to know your biotypes, by the way, who are part of this group, and that's no problem. But I would request, though, that each one of you who haven't updated in the last month, if you could do a full update all at once, meaning every measurement, your weight and your height measurements, all the measurements at one time, not in like little over days. It just happens in one shot, because it's taking the ratios of all those measurements and sharing with you how your genes are currently expressing. And so that's what I would like everybody here to do. And I am going to host a measurement webinar, like a course like this, where we can all do measurements at once. And I'm going to host that. I'll announce it later. I don't have the date exactly set yet, because I'm going to be traveling, and because I'm coming to the UK for the UK course. And so we'll have a chance to do that together. If you're not sure about your measurements, or you're wondering, did you do it right? We'll have a webinar, and we'll just do it together on a Zoom, okay? And there's a couple of things now, like we've talked about the places where, oh, let's see. Okay, so I just want to look through my notes. I want to make sure I covered everything for you guys, because that is the important thing here. Okay, all right. Yes, we have covered everything. I'm going to send you the dates of the classes, so you'll have all those for all of you who love details. You'll have the dates, and you will have the webinar if people want to do the update, and you're going to update your measurements. And there's some new questions too. If you haven't updated in the last 3 months, there's new questions in the questionnaire. And so be sure to go through everything. All right, and actions for between now and the next class, which is happening on, hold on, I'm going to tell you the exact day. It is happening on the coming month. Oh my goodness, I've got this month. It is happening on the 27th will be our next class. And I have not selected the time yet, so you guys will just have to bear with me as I create the times. I want to check and see where everybody's from before I start creating all of the times for all the classes. But would you guys be okay? These are going to be on different days of the week. They're going to be on different times. So sometimes some of us might be getting up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. in order to be there for the class. That's not natural for some people. You could choose not to be there, but you'll be missing some things, because in the classes we'll be interacting. We'll also have breakout sessions. So like literally, I'm going to push a button, and then you'll be in a little room with 3 people doing something together. And then we'll come back into the big room together. So there's going to be all these fun things that happen during the class. And so if you can be there, it is going to be the best for everybody. Okay, so step 1 is you're going to plan when you're going to do your daily, you're going to have a little daily action that you take every day. And it's going to be 5 to 15 minutes. And so you're going to need to plan this and put it in your calendar. Literally, plan it. Because if you don't create the time for yourself, you won't do it. I know that. I'm positive. You got to have it in there. And where are you going to do it? Where do you want to spend? Like, instead of just doing this again, just like it's some kind of, like, where's your favorite place to sit in your house? Or maybe there's a window in the winter that has sunshine coming through it, or that's got a beautiful forest behind you. Like at my house, I have a forest in the backyard. And so I pick different reasons, different locations for different reasons, but somewhere where you're comfortable, where you're warm, where you've got a little something to drink, and treat this as sacred time for you, that this is time that you're creating for yourself to have an extraordinary life, a life that you've dreamed of, and having it all, okay? Now, step 2. This is something I got from John Butcher. He is the guy that owns Precious Moments. Have you guys ever seen the little Precious Moment statues that they're like collectibles anyways. It doesn't matter. You don't need to know that. But he has this thing where he says, create a stop doing list. And that is what I would like all of you to create between now and the next class. You're going to create a stop doing list. A stop doing list is the things you're going to stop doing. That would mean, like, maybe you're a person who hits the snooze button over and over and over. You're killing maybe 40 minutes of your day because that ritual is part of your life. I mean, would you like to have that 45 minutes back? That might be a stop doing. Maybe you watch TV that you don't even like. You just sit there and watch it because you don't have anything else to do. Well, that would be something you'd say, I'm going to stop doing. And you think like, well, gosh, what am I going to do then? Well, maybe right now you don't know. Maybe you'll just sit there. Or maybe you'll get out a pot, or maybe you'll and plant something. Maybe you'll go and color in something. Maybe you'll write in your journal. I don't know what you're going to do, but something will come. If you open up the space, something beautiful will come. It just needs the space. Right now you're full up with whatever you've been doing. And so now it's time to like open up the space between now and the next class, where we're opening up space so that we can have more of what we want. So a stop doing list could also look like stop eating cake, or like stop eating so much cake, whatever. I mean, it could be anything. It could be those like, it's only 4 chocolate little balls a day, whatever it is. If it's counterproductive for what you're creating, then, and that's not your possibility. Your possibility is being, vibrant. Your possibility is having the best health ever. You know what? It doesn't matter how old we are. You could live to be 100. I mean, how do you want to live those experiences, right? We're going to be getting really clear on our why. Why are we doing all this? We haven't done this yet, but we are going to do this. And I might even send you something on that between now and our next class. I might do that, but we're for sure going to be doing that in our first class. We're going to get really clear about why. Why are we doing this? Because if you're failing in your health plan or your life plan or whatever it is that you want to do in life, you're failing because your why and your mission, your purpose is not strong enough. Because if it was, you would not be off track. Okay? So we're going to get really clear on that, and we're going to be implementing all kinds of fun and cool things that are going to do that. And when you do your stop doing list, you're going to bring all this awareness to your daily activities. And one of the other things that you're going to get back is time. Like, that's one thing that you have 100% control over, is your own time. And what you're doing in every moment of the day, you get to choose. You choose. You say, even if it seems like it's not your choice, you're choosing. Even if you don't choose, you're choosing. Not choosing is choosing. And so this is going to be really fun. Okay, so stop doing list. You're gonna choose when and where. And is there anybody here who's not on Facebook? Not so that you.
I'm not on Facebook.
Joan.
No.
I'm not either.
Who's the other one?
Olivia.
Olivia, is it? I'll talk to you guys about this later, but I would ask that you would consider creating even an alias Facebook profile so that you can be in the group with everybody participating and seeing what's going on. You don't have to do anything else on Facebook, and you could just do that. It's a closed group, so no one will see what you're doing. Okay? So I want you to consider it. And then I'll talk to you separately as we go. Because we are going to have a Facebook group, and that will be an avenue for everybody to interact and be able to share. Like, I want people to share, like, where is your place? Like, where's your place in time? What did you end up with? And you'll get to see how there's all these different places and all these different times for different people. And also what you're going to stop doing. Let's declare it in the group. Don't keep your little list all secret. Got your list over here. You did your list, but you don't want to really tell anybody about it, because if you said, I'm going to stop doing that, and then you did it, oh my God. I mean, so don't let yourself go there. Like, declare it that you're going to stop doing it. And if you do it, then repromise. You just have to say, like, wow, I did it again. What the heck? I repromise I'm going to do this. And you guys, sometimes it takes several times of repromising and creating this new habit, because it is your daily habits, those tiny little habits, that are going to create an extraordinary life for you, that are going to create people in your life that you love, that you want to be around, that are going to give you all of this energy and vitality that you have been craving. Oh, somebody's stuck out in front of my house. They tried to go up the sledding hill. Didn't work for them. Okay, so anyways. So that's the kind of stuff we're up to. Before we let off, I want to see if anybody has any burning questions. You're always welcome to ask in the Facebook group, because probably everybody has the same question as you. But is there anybody here who has burning questions?
I have a question.
Okay, Joan, what is it?
the meetings, how often are they going to plan to be?
They're going to happen twice a month, and I'm going to
Twice
send
a
you
month?
the dates. There's going to be one meeting where we're going to be like learning. We're going to be like going over stuff. We're going to be learning a bunch of stuff. We're going to be breaking out into groups and doing that. And then there's another one where we're going to be talking about things. There's going to be a lot more discussion in the group, and that we'll have guests along the way. There's going to be, you guys, it's so fun. We're going to go over everything PH360, so you're going to have a chance to really dive into your food, your fitness, like what's really your having it all for fitness, for what's having it all for your social, for your talents, for your mind, for your plays. We're going to go over all of that, plus some special like surprises along the way. So
When you said the 22nd, are you talking about February or January?
no, we're going to have this is an orientation, and our meeting is going to be January 27th.
27th, okay.
27th. Yeah, January 27th. I'm sorry, I didn't say that very clearly. So that's what we are up to. And does anybody else have any questions before we sign off for today? Are you guys excited? I mean, let's get a couple of shares. Just people like, how do you feel about this? I mean, is this what you're expecting? You know, like, what are you excited about or not excited about? Who wants to share?
It's actually even better than I expected. I knew it was going to be PH360 and we were going to talk fitness, health, but this really is a whole life transformation. It really is everything. So, and that was my goal for this year. And the fact that it fell simultaneously with my life goal in general, it couldn't have been better if I had planned it. So I'm thrilled. I really am.
Awesome. Anybody else want to share anything?
I think it's going to be exciting, you know, to go through the different things. You know, one of my words is trust, and that means myself as well.
That's good, Joan. I love it.
I think it'll be interesting. I like the variety of people that are, you know, from different parts of the world. That really is very enriching, and I think we can get a lot of ideas from each other.
Yes, that is so true, Joan. It's awesome. And Angela?
Yeah, I'm just excited to be part of a small group and, you know, someone to kind of hold me accountable and stay on top of it. It's too easy to, you know, ignore the computer for several weeks and not check in. And this will be really great to have it just happening all year.
Awesome. Anybody else want to share anything before we close off? Ah, we got a few new people. They just joined us. How cute is that? Hi, Samra. Oh, that's beautiful, you guys. Wow. I'm thrilled. Oh my gosh, I feel so excited. I'm even more excited than I was before we started this meeting. And I'm joining you in the journey. So I'm like with you the whole time. I did a retreat, actually. I went to one of our retreats in Bali this last November. So I had the opportunity to be in the retreat. And during the retreat, like, there were so many changes and so much transformation. I've seen it happen for other people, but I've only been there, you know, throwing the retreat, not being in the retreat. And so I actually attended as a person, like a peep. I was peep for the whole retreat. I didn't do any work at all. And I left the retreat feeling so much peace and so much being me. I don't even know how to describe it. When people would say that, I would think like, oh, that's so beautiful. That's so awesome. But now I know exactly what they mean. And like, I came home from my retreat. I know some of you have been hanging out with me for like the last 2 years. And I literally have been exercising every day since I've been home. I mean, that is a flipping miracle in itself. So it's like, you know, we should all do like a jumping jack or something about that. But it's pretty amazing. And this, like, I don't want to diminish, just like, if you're not attending a retreat, we're here together in the year long, having it all, whole life transformation together, right? And you are going to have transformation happening here. Like, you don't have to go somewhere else. If you can and you want to, it's amazing. But we're going to do it here. So I'm excited. And I acknowledge each one of you again for taking time out of your day, for taking time out of your vacations, out of your whatever work you were doing, and just for being present here and for your commitment to being the best you possible, and that we are out to transform the world and you are part of that transformation. Because every step that we take as ourselves, every step we take together, every step we take literally ripples out into the world like that butterfly wing that creates a tsunami, only we're not going to kill anybody. It's all going to be good. All right, you guys. It was awesome to have you. I look forward to the 27th. I'm going to be emailing you things, so be sure to look at them and respond to them, okay, when I send them, so I know you got it. And we have all kinds of magic happening. Magic. All right. I'll see you soon. Mwah.
Thanks, Jules. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you so much. It's going to be